Alrighty, folks, we are 4-0 in our last four chairman picks on my premium site. And before we go ahead and move on, just want to take a quick time out and welcome you to my college football free pick video here today for Friday, September 13th, 2024. Happy Friday the 13th to you. We're going to be lucky today. Don't worry about that. That's just nonsense. But anyway, happy Friday to you. The weekend's finally here. Congratulations, you made it. And of course, if you're joining me for the first time here today, my name is Brock Page. I've been dishing out free sports picks on YouTube since 2016. And if you want to see which one of those games on that Major League Baseball slate that I actually like the best here today, you may want to think about signing up for my chairman membership on my premium page. And like I said, we are once again 4-0 in our last four plays in that chairman package. And if you sign up for that membership, you're going to get access to that package every single day for the next 30 days. And as an added bonus, you're also going to get access to all of my cheaper memberships during that time frame, absolutely free. They're going to be included with your membership. Now, if you want to see what I'm picking, for every single game on the slate here this weekend for college football, both the side and the total, the entire slate, you can actually see that right now by checking out my written quick pick recap on my premium page. It is available to Gold Club members exclusively. And with that, folks, let's go ahead and dive into some free content. We're going to start off with UNLV taking on Kansas. That's going to be a 7 o'clock Eastern kickoff at Children's Mercy Park in Kansas City. That's where the MLS team plays, Sporting KC. Now, Kansas is -10, totals 57.5. But the Jayhawks are coming fresh off a tough loss to Illinois last week. Of course, they had a bit of a short week as they're playing here tonight on Friday. And Illinois is tough, but, that's not the cream of the crop in the Big Ten. So that's not a great, no loss is great, but that's not a very good loss for Kansas there. Of course, several things going wrong thus far for the Jayhawks. I know we're early in the season, but, they're throwing for just $170 a game through the air. Not overly prolific passing thus far. And starting quarterback Jalen Daniels, he's actually thrown a handful of interceptions already through a couple of games. Of course, they're facing a 2-0 UNLV squad on the other side, who successfully covered the point spread in both of those victories. They actually beat up on Houston by 20 points in their opener. And then, of course, they put up 72 last week against a cupcake. But what you can't deny is the fact that the Rebels can run the football. These guys are averaging over 6.6 yards per carry as a team. And no real surprise here, folks. UNLV has 4 different players with over 100 yards already on the ground. But I'll tell you what, it ain't just offense for the Rebels. These guys have looked pretty crisp on defense as well. They're actually in the top 25 in the nation right now in total yards allowed. Jackson Woodard leads the roster right now in tackles and sacks. And Jalen Catalon, he has a pair of interceptions out of that secondary already. Now, injury-wise, Kubeka and Sample are questionable for Kansas. Abijan is out. When it comes to the weather, it looks like about 74 degrees and cloudy by kickoff. Should be a slight breeze there in Kansas City. Total-wise, the Jayhawks did see both of their contests this year fall under the total. Meanwhile, UNLV saw their season opener against Houston stay about 22 points below the line. Of course, that is due to that that tough, stifling defense. Give me UNLV +10 under 57.5. And with that, we're going to dive into our second game here. Arizona K-State, 8 o'clock Eastern kickoff. Kansas State's -7, total 60.5. And I'll tell you, the K-State Wildcat, this is the battle of the Wildcats here today. But anyway, Kansas State, they did fail to cover in their opening 2 games this year. So they're looking for the, first cover here today against a formidable opponent. But yeah, they failed to cover against the likes of Tennessee Martin and Tulane. And even though there's really not a ton to nitpick about Kansas State, well, their secondary has allowed their fair share of yardage. They're actually allowing over 15.1 yards per completion. And they're facing an Arizona program on the other side who has little problems moving the football. These guys actually find themselves in the top 5 in the country right now in yards per play from scrimmage. Now, that in mind, listen, they're not playing juggernauts. You know, they did play Northern Arizona and New Mexico to start the year. So I can see how those numbers are a bit inflated. But having said that, you still have to line up and execute, right? You know, you can still execute poorly against bad teams, and they have not done that. They've done a great job. And speaking of execution, wide receiver T-Ty McMillan, he's certainly been a threat for these guys. He's got a dozen grabs already for 315 yards and 4 touchdowns, 4 scores. And, of course, on the ground, running back Quali Conley, he's run for over 200 yards already himself, along with 3 touchdowns. Now, weather-wise, 75 degrees and clear this evening by game time. When it comes to the injury list, Maldonado, Murphy, Tapatui, and Krosky Merritt are questionable for Arizona. Now, total-wise, Arizona saw their Week 1 opener against New Mexico fly 40 points above the posted number for that game. Meanwhile, Kansas State saw the overcash last week against Tulane. Give me Arizona +7 over 60.5. And with that, folks, that's going to do it for me. Don't forget to check me out on my premium site. But most importantly, folks, well, real quick, if you do sign up for a membership on my premium page, you are going to get access to that membership every single day for the next 30 days. And as an added bonus, you're also going to get access to all of my cheaper memberships during that time frame absolutely free. They're going to be included with your membership. And that's why I always tell folks, that Gold Club package, it's a full access, all-inclusive membership. Gives you access to every single premium selection of mine, every single package, every single day for the next 30 days. And of course, as an added bonus, you also get access to my exclusive Gold Club video where I break down each and every one of my premium selections for that day in video format. That is included with your membership. Also, you can get access to a pick on every single game on the slate this week, side and total, if you're a Gold Club member as well. I have a written, complete quick pick recap for Gold Club members. But most importantly, folks, I do got to thank you for joining me right here on the free video. Really hope you enjoyed all this great free content, all this great free information. Happy Friday to you. Happy Friday the 13th to you. And I look forward to seeing you later on today on my premium site at patreon.com/BrockPage.